weather is definitely going to be a factor. Temperature dropping. It's at 34. When we got to the ballpark about 2.5 hours ago, it was a little bit above 50. Wind gusting between 15 and 35 miles per hour. And already 4 inches of snow falling in Kalamazoo as we get ready to go. So the Boilermakers first and 10 out of the eye, their own 16. Allstock. No gain on that carry. Lost maybe a half a yard. Horn there, as well as Fiesel. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard for Allstock. Chuck going to the backfield early for Purdue. Dexter, the southpaw, dumping it for Allstock. And he won't get to the marker. Only a couple of yards to 17. So 3 and out for Purdue on their first possession of the contest. So now Degnan from his own end zone. The rain is now turning to snow flurries. Toomer stays away from it as it dies outside of the 45, just inside the 47. A 35-yard punt.
And Joel, I was going to say that there he was standing at 29 yards. You can see the tarp earlier, as we mentioned. Take a look at what it's covering. Basically about the 22-yard line to the other side at about the 25. So the so-called red zone is going to be the wet zone today.
Their star tailback, Biaka Patuka, with a first down inside the 35 to the 33, a gain of 14. First and 10 Wolverines. Biaka Patuka once again inside the 30, down to the 29. Some good yardage again for Biaka Patuka on first down. Leo Perez making the stop. Why not? Biaka Patuka once again. Short yardage this time.
See him run the ball because of the conditions, even with the wind at their back, this could be 4-down territory.
Moving up front, Biaka Patuka in trouble. And he loses it, but gets it back and takes a lick at the same time outside of the 30, 32. Did we finally get a flag? Because it appeared that Perez, the left tackle, may have been offside for Purdue.
I don't see a flag.
No flag on the play. There was also movement up front on that side of the line, the offensive line for Michigan. It'll come out of the hold of Riemersma, the tight end. High snap is down. And does he get it inside the upright? Well, it was right on line, but short. So the 50-yard attempt comes up a couple of yards shy. Still no scores. We'll be right back to Ann Arbor. And the wind is really gusting close to 30, 35 miles an hour. First and 10, Boilermakers, their own 33. For the first time, somebody other than Allstock. It's Edwin Watson. Not much there, a yard at the most. Well, this is the 45th meeting in this long rivalry between Michigan and Purdue. It started all the way back in 1890, and before it's over, this one may rank in the weather category.
Well, I got to tell you, if this is the classic of those people that want to sit home and yearn for the days of Lambeau Field and Bloomington, Minnesota, man, you got it today.
On the Arctic Tundra. 2nd and 9, and it's dropped by the quarterback, Dreisbach, the senior from Wickliffe, Ohio. So now 3rd and long once again for the Boilermakers. Their head coach, Jim Coletto. 3rd and 12 now. Not exactly when you feature your fullback. Allstock, the senior from Joliet. They're close to 50% on the year on their 3rd down tries. The delay for Allstock. A little more room for the punter. Past the 35 to the 37 as he was wrapped up by the end. Jason Horn. Michigan starting in their own territory in the 28 as we check in with Mike Tirico. Back to throw. Griese on first down. Riemersma with a nice grab. He had the linebacker O'Connor right on his hip, but he's got it across the 35 to the 36.
You couldn't have covered any better than that. I don't understand how that ball was able to find its way in there. Part of Riemersma.
2nd and a couple. Biaka Patuka close to the first down marker, right at the 39. 1st and 10 outside of the 39. I like it. The play fake for Griese. He had his man wide open going for Mercury Hayes, but overshot him inside the 45.
shot there from Jamie Washell.
Biakabatuka, as usual, breaking tackles early on the run and takes it all the way to the 47 for a gain of 7. We go back now to Mike Tirico. Mike. And now it's 3rd and 3 at the 47 for the Wolverines. Plenty of time for Griese, and it draws a flag as he tried to hit Biakabatuka in the flat right at the marker. But a flag normally where you see a whole.
One thing here is that he should be standing just a little bit shorter. Right now, 7. Well, he's right at about 41 yards. That should be good. What the special teams coach should be telling him is just run up there and make the fair catch and give us some decent field position. But take a look at the footing here. Watch the punter. Very careful. Very careful.
With the wind at his back, gets into a beauty. So now Allen loses it at the 10, scrambles, and still can't get it inside the 5. Michigan has the football. Coming up with it for the Wolverines. Their linebacker, reserve linebacker, Ben Huff, the sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. They're in the eye, tailback, Biakabatuka. He is going to get it over to the left side, and ninth through at the 6-yard line. They'll give him the 5. 2nd and goal from outside of the 5. Good penetration. Biakabatuka losing yardage once again.
That's Aaron Hall. That was a good play there. He
can. Then on 3rd and goal after the loss. Looking to the direction of Biakabatuka, and he almost comes up with it after they got it over the linebacker, O'Keefer.
Well, O'Keefer is upset with himself because he really should have had a pick. This is an absolutely great stand for the Purdue defense.
First and goal from the 2. You're exactly right. Got some help with that mark off. 5-yard penalty. A 25-yard field goal try by Hamilton. And Michigan is on the board at home. So Hamilton converts 3-0 Wolverines in the first quarter. Final few seconds of the opening quarter in a 2nd and 10 situation for the Wolverines. Hall turned it in. Biakabatuka breaks tackles. Is down the sideline. Forced out of bounds by the cornerback Winston, or he is gone. That's what he does so well. You can't bring him down with an arm tackle. Biakabatuka, the big run on the final snap of the first quarter. The Wolverines operating in Boilermaker territory. After 1, they lead it by 3. The most popular guy at Michigan Stadium, a young millionaire in the making with the hot chocolate concession. And welcome back to the place they call the Big House. Joel Myers along with Todd Christians. 1st and 10 at the 38. And the new running back is Ed Davis, giving Biakabatuka a bit of a break. That last run, 37-yarder for Biakabatuka.
Well, he certainly deserves it. 11 carries for 73 yards in the first quarter, and this is really all on his own. Take a look at the you can see the pit right there. Take a look at the tackles that he breaks. 1, 2, and once again, he just breaks through the arm tackles, as you mentioned, Joel, showing some speed here and balance. You know, trying to get shoved out of bounds, he was able to get an extra 8 yards because he didn't go out of bounds immediately.
Davis on the carry with a couple. Call it 2nd and 8 at the 35 for Purdue. 3-0 lead for Michigan. Davis stays in there. Hammers it down to the 32, close to the 31. Quarterback, a lot of people forget he was kicking field goals and point afters. Griese overshooting Toomer on 3rd and about 5. The offensive unit is going to stay out there for Lloyd Carr.
Fred Jackson, the offensive coordinator, you saw there talking with head coach Lloyd Carr, wasn't very happy about what he just saw. Toomer out in single coverage. Should have been an easy catch and throw, but it wasn't.
On 4th and 5, he's got Mercury Hayes wide open. He had a big cushion on the cornerback, Derek Winston. First down, Michigan to the 19. 7th play of the drive that started to 15. Davis has a huge hole. Down to the 12. Inside the 13, we snap the ball.
You got to admit that was a whale of an onside kick, though.
Biakabatuka into the backfield in a big way once again, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Michigan, right around the 6.
Yeah, right. He had 11 carries in the first quarter. Now in his 12th carry. Take a look at the end where he ends up landing. Splash.
Just a little rain over the last day and a half here in Ann Arbor.
You want your ball in the hands of your horse.
1st and goal. Ed Davis barely makes it back to the original line of scrimmage. Ed Davis, a single set. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. They don't like the call. Davis almost got away before Derek Brown, the free safety, helped out Crick to close it down. Chris Howard, the single set. And on 3rd and goal, throwing behind Mercury Hayes. He was open in the crossing pattern, working on Derek Brown, the free safety.
Well, again, Joel, Purdue's got to be very happy about a defensive stand here.
So now a 22-yard field goal attempt coming up for Hamilton, the junior from Boca Raton, Florida. And it's blocked. Blocked by the Boilermakers, so they hold. And they stop a huge drive that started all the way back at the Michigan 15. I think it was Derek Winston.
Derek Winston's the one that comes off the corner, and more you're seeing that. It's amazing to me how that happens. Take a look right here from the top. He's going to come. Poor job. Look at the angle. He gets the angle that he wants, lays in. I think along with him, not only was it wasn't just Winston. I believe along with him, John Crick is the one that comes up the middle and gets a piece of it too. Well, the yards right there certainly dictate that they've been dominating the game, but as you mentioned, it's only 3-zip.
Watson, the tailback, one of the best runs of the day. Across the 15 and 18, gets 7 on 1st down. Watson's number again. He won't make it the marker. Barely makes it back to the line. Hop in there. 390 yards on the ground last year. Almost like Autry kind of numbers for Northwestern. And they bury Tretzker. Looking the wrong way. He is annihilated by Jason Horn, the defensive end. Jason Stadium to the south end, and the snow is back as well. So that complicates matters. 3rd and 10. They're 0 for 6 on the 3rd down. Tries it. Here comes the reverse for Mercury Hayes. He's got blockers. He's got a 1st down. Hayes at the 47 of Purdue, and that was what they were concerned with. They said, you know, Bianca Batuk is going to hammer you for his yards, but the finesse game of Michigan scared Purdue. 2nd and 12. Griese almost lost it. Davis. He's back to the line. Make the reverse with Toomer. Looking for Hayes, and now he's got the boundary. Griese should be able to get the 1st down marker, and he doesn't make it. Wow. O'Keefer beat him to the punch.
Boy, I tell you, that is a great piece of linebacking.
They go stand to watch. Welcome back to Ann Arbor. Real men, real football. Joel Myers, Todd Christensen. Purdue has it. 2:02 left in the 1st half. Snow continues to gust around the winds of 30, 35 miles an hour. And Tretzker goes down. They came with the corner blitz, and Thompson got there.
I would guess here they're going to run.
Only the 5th carry of the half for Allstott. Across the 25 to 26. It'll bring up 3rd and long by his absence. Long count by Tretzker. Doesn't get him offside. Goes with the counter. And not much there for Watson. Outstanding play by Sword. Redshirt freshman from Saginaw. So Michigan is going to kick it away. The wind to the back of the place kicker. Doesn't mean much on this knuckleball, though. Lee Johnson will take it from the 8. And Jansen with a solid return across the 25 gives the Boilermakers the 1st down at the 27.
Prevents a turnover.
1st and 10. That's the first time they've converted on a 3rd down today. Tretzker with time. And he's got a receiver picked off by Woodson. Woodson inside the 40 on the interception. And the true freshman from Fremont, Ohio, has his 3rd interception of the season.
And the head coach, Jim Coletta, is the one that got hit in the eye there at the end of the play. I hope he's all right. But that's a great play by Woodson. Two factors as to why he was able to pick that ball off. One, certainly the wind slows down the velocity of the football. And the second thing, he's a left-hander rolling right. Take a look. Remember, this is the play that earlier he had run for 13 yards so effectively. Now he has the same situation. The man appears open, but Woodson, you can see the ball slowing down going into the wind. Woodson able to pick it off, gets knocked out of bounds right into the coach. Take a look at the foot. Ooh, look at that.
Foot came up.
Foot came up and caught him in the eye. Stand the heater all you want.
3rd and 9. Play action for Griese. trying to find his footing, and it's poked away by the linebacker O'Connor as they wanted Mercury Hayes. Boilermakers are worried about a flag deep in the secondary, though.
Dead ball foul. Personal. On the defense. After the fourth down play was over, we will penalize it. It'll be first down, Purdue.
And it was actually 3rd and long. 3rd and 9, but they penalized Purdue, and what a huge break for the Wolverines. And Davis, not the Akapatuka, but Davis for 3, almost 4. Only a couple of first downs in the first half for Purdue. You're right, that defense has been out there a lot. Here comes 3rd and long. Griese in trouble. Can he run for the first down? No, he will not get there unless he gets a real favorable spot. He was put down at the 12. They'll mark it just inside the 12. Paul and Davis. He's sitting set in a 2 tight end formation. And he just follows that big wall in front of him down to the 6-yard line for a gain of close to 5. Washell. And Griese drops it and finally covers it back near the 9. So now 3rd and 8 back at the 9-yard line. Wide receiver formation. And trouble. And Griese goes down. Washell gets to him. 34-yard field goal try coming up for Remy Hamilton. The holder really important for conditions like they are today. Riemersma, the tight end. Don't forget last time it was blocked. Gets into this one and pulls it wide left. So once again, they come away empty deep in Purdue territory. Don't capitalize on the Woodson pick. And it's still the Boilermakers down by only 3. 1st and 10. Boilermakers at their own 20. Allstott waiting for a hole to develop. It was never there. And that's been the story for Allstott all day long. 2nd and 10. Kretschka with some time, trying to go underneath the tight end Blackman, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how tough these weather conditions are, I don't know if we have 55,000 on hand today. 3rd and 10, back at the Boilermakers 20. Allstott. Again, good penetration to the backfield, and coming up, David Bowens. He didn't make the stop, but he's definitely slowed him down. Another 3 and out for the Purdue offense. Amani Toomer waits. And another knuckleball. So Michigan's going to have great field position. We'll spot it at the 37 for the rest of the NFL. On first down, Griese dumping it. Toomer waiting for the block. Almost got the big kick out block from the center, Rod Payne. Still, he takes it down to the 28, and that's a big play today for either team. 2nd and a yard. And the new back, you can tell, he's got a real clean jersey. Clarence Williams, a true freshman out of Cass Tech in Detroit. Picks up the first down inside the 27 to the 26.
Stick it in the end zone. Well, they'd be up.
Williams getting the call, weaving his way nicely up the middle. Down inside the 25, close to the 21. He hasn't hit a pass on a 3rd down today. The delay. Big hole for Thompson. He's got the first down to the 15. And check that Clarence Williams with the first down run brought down by Bob O'Connor.
That's a good call.
Plenty of time for Griese. Mercury Hayes underneath. Finds Lake Michigan.
And look, he was doing the butterfly. That was funny.
3rd and long now. 3rd and 7 from the 12. The delay. Good moves. Can he get there? Touchdown, Michigan and Clarence Williams. But there is a flag at the offensive line. About 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget they've got the wind at their back for this 15 minutes of play. Toomer on the lateral pass, looking for Hayes, puts it up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Coleman. So the razzle-dazzle doesn't fool the Boilermakers. It's back by committee for the fourth quarter for the Wolverines of Michigan as Tim Biakapatuka out with a calf strain. So right now Chris Howard is the tailback, and Griese's throwing on 2nd and 6. Going underneath for Riemersma, who is belted by the linebacker Aaron Hall. Drive started to 26. It's 3rd and 3 now for the Wolverines. Griese had the man in the flat and still gets the first down underneath the Mercury Hayes at the 14. Bob O'Connor making the stop, but not before Mercury Hayes comes up with a big 3rd down conversion. With only 3 points today, you can see the problems they've had inside the 20, inside the red zone. Big stop by Washell. Looked like it was going to be a huge gain for Clarence Williams. He gets about 4, and we go down to the 11. We're at 2nd and 7. Good protection again for Brian Griese. Going underneath to his tailback, Chris Howard. It's complete. Close to the 5, O'Keefer. Stopping the running back, but close to another first down. Short by a couple. Zach Adami, the left guard, doing a good job protecting his quarterback. They've got the bull in the backfield. Carr, he is going to get it. And will he get to the first down marker?
He's going to be short. It appears from this vantage point that he is going to be a little bit short, but as I say, the way the kicking game's been going, I think they're going to go for it.
Spotlight on big number 96. William Carr, the junior from Carter High School in Dallas. 4th and less than a yard. It's Carr.
He didn't get it.
I don't believe so. No.
Boy, what
Purdue's defense comes up big again. And the Boilermakers will get it back.
And I got to tell you, Joel, that is just some atrocious play calling. Now the point that you made earlier comes into play. That is that Purdue is going to be going with the wind here in the fourth quarter.
Will it come back and burn Lloyd Carr? The decision he made to take the win in the 3rd quarter instead of the 4th. Pressure, Tretzker goes down. Safety for Michigan. Clarence Thompson again with the corner blitz.
Here he's going to come. He comes from the blind side, and he just can't see him. There's no way to pick him up. The guard is covered. He comes in. Outstanding blitz. There's just no way that Tretzker had any chance at all.
Shut down the 2 offensive units of Michigan and Purdue. 5-0 lead for the Boilermakers, and it had to happen. Todd Nye in Ann Arbor. Well, last time, Griese is throwing on first down, and he's got his back underneath, wide open across the 30, Chris Howard, and they pick up the first down all the way to the 34. Breathing room now for Michigan, working into the wind in the 4th quarter. Howard has a huge hole straight up the gut for another first down. He's right at the marker near the 45. Burrows, the strong safety, forced to make the play in the secondary this afternoon. First down, Michigan. Plenty of room for Mercury Hayes. The stiff arm to get away from Coleman. And he's got another first down to the 32. Put the stiff arm actually on 4, Derek Winston, not 14, Coleman, before he's forced out by the free safety, Brown. And Williams can't get away from Derek Brown that time. Takes it down to the 29. 6 for the Wolverines. The short drop by Griese. Almost picked off by the corner Derek Winston. He could have gone the distance as the tight end was the target, Riemersma. Hayes to the wide side, Toomer over to the short side. Will they get it off in time? Just barely. And it's dropped in the flat by the back, Ed Davis.
You know what, Joel? That's the lack of savvy by the quarterback. Even if he catches the ball, he's not going to get the first down. You've got to throw the ball downfield and take a chance, because at this point, 4th and 5, if it gets picked, big deal.
The member of the front 4 for the Wolverines. We've also seen her in the offensive backfield. Tretzker on first down from the 9. Short gain to the 14. Let's give credit to this Purdue defense. One of the best in the Big Ten, especially at stopping the run. They set up the screen to Allstott. Allstott waiting. And he's going to be buried short of the 10. They're out of timeouts, and it's down to 90 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 9 from the 10. Good protection for the quarterback. He's got Alford. He's at the 25. and almost breaks it to the boundary. What a tackle by Charles Woodson. First down, Purdue.
You're right. That was a huge tackle, Joel, because they had the momentum and the maize and blue are going in the other direction. If Woodson doesn't make that tackle, he's at least to midfield.
Michigan by only 5. Stops the clock momentarily for the movement of the chains for the first down. Tretzker underneath has Adami. Can he get to the boundary? Yes, he gets out of bounds across the 40 at the 41.
He was able to do that because Woodson slipped down.
Dump it off. That's Watson, the tailback. He's going to be short of the first down. Barely got back to the original line. And don't forget, they can't stop the clock. He didn't get out of bounds.
No time getting back.
They're now third, along 2, almost 3. Adami, will he get there? No. Woodson will make sure he doesn't get out of bounds. He gets the first down to stop it momentarily. It'll restart when they move the chains, though, from the 45.
You know, for a true freshman, he is making some heady plays, not only preventing him from going out of bounds, but almost stripping the ball.
There for Jim Coletto with 17 seconds left. It's a 2nd and 10. No real deep center field right now for the safeties. Tretzker in trouble and on his way down. The big play made by Glenn Steele. And that may very well do it. They count it down at Michigan Stadium. And the Wolverines hang on. A shutout of the Boilermakers. Final score, Michigan 5, Purdue 0. Coming up next, the Senior PGA Tour Championship. For Todd Christians and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Joel Myers. Thanks for joining us. So long, everybody, from Ann Arbor.